A pleasure to meet you all at last, and welcome back to Nerf Secrets Revealed Aftersought. And now, what I'd like to talk about today is yet another little blaster that just so happens to pretty much copy the appearance of a couple very familiar blasters out there. That's right. If you don't remember my reviews on certain other blasters that happen to be of this shape, you probably know what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking blasters out there that have a priming rod coming out of the back end of it, like the Charrshot and many others around there. This is, in fact, one of those types. This was inspired from another blaster, which was much older than this, which was inspired by another blaster that was even older than that. This is, in fact, one of the most recent examples of the Nightfinder-based family. Yeah. This is the Battle Camo edition of an Elite Fire Strike or an Elite XD Inferno. Simply call it I simply call this one the Charrshot. And simply because, well, if you look at it, it kind of acts like the Nightfinder Fire Strike Inferno or some others in many ways. But from the way I see it, this one happens to be a bit different in most ways. I mean, the ergonomics are slightly more improved. And performance-wise, I can't really grasp anything out of it, but you know what? I actually find it to be pretty decent, actually. It's kind of getting ranges that aren't necessarily any better than that of some other blasters out there. I mean, this does get a little bit close to that of, well, standard Elite-based ranges, or even Elite XD-based ranges. This one might be in the middle. I mean, it's nothing at all like what others out there, like the Mega lineup and the Ultra lineup seem to be doing, but in all honesties, this one is kind of that simple. As basic as it gets, pretty much, with the usage of a priming rod in the back end, kind of like a few other blasters I've already talked about, like the Charrshot I mentioned, plus some others along the way. The Bow Strike, the Glow Shot, but there will also be some more that I'll eventually talk about with this same exact sort of design. Not exactly as a whole, but you probably get what I'm talking about. But of course, let's not forget that the trademark Fire Strike Nightfinder Inferno based, its base function is just this. A secondary trigger which actually fires a laser. A laser that comes out of this barrel right here. And basically it allows you to pretty much gauge an estimation on where your dart might land. This actually came in its own little targeting set as part of the Battle Camo series. But aside from the targets, trust me or not, it came with one of these too. That's right. The Charrshot did indeed comes with one of these. A dart storage. I keep failing. But you probably get the idea, right? This is in fact the dart storage holder that we've been waiting a long time for. And I'd say the timing is right to have a good old-fashioned reskin available of what the Barrel Break IX2 came with. But now that we have a new one here, I think it's safe to say we're kind of all set. But in many ways, I kind of just prefer this without the dart storage, because after all, this could certainly be used on most other blasters in and of itself. So you know what? I guess now's the time to try something different. Invisible a time. So yeah, I gladly consider the Charrshot to be a pretty decent substitution whenever you don't really have the Inferno or the Fire Strike, or even the Night Finder handy at any time. Honestly, I do find a lot of values to be good with it. A lot of traits seem pretty well done, and okay, twirling is kind of contempt as far as I can tell. It's a little bit finicky because, well, no matter what I do, okay, now it looks like, oh, only slightly, so I guess you could probably boost it with your thumb, but, oh, okay, yeah. So, twirling isn't really the best thing to do when it comes to handling the Charrshot in terms of, well, its twirlability. I mean, it's probably out of the question for this case, so I guess we'll just leave that as it is. But anyways, this is pretty much all I got to talk about the Charrshot itself. It's a bit average, because it does tend to copy a lot of aspects that its predecessors have, because of its simple action of priming rod, pulling back, and then firing. And then there's, of course, the laser and 2-dart storage under here, which it's hardly changed for a long time. I mean, we could probably expect a new jacked up variant of a Night Finder reskin of some sort. And when we do find out something like that, then, well, I guess it will come full circle. Well, anyways, I'm Jay Nowak, and this has been Nerf Secret Revealed Aftersought. And if you want to see more, go down on my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.